What's going on, y'all? Draymond Green has been suspended indefinitely by the NBA, as he should. Draymond is moving real unhinged out here. Like, bro, you can't be doing MMA moves on other players in the game. You can't be doing that. My man did a whole 360 tomahawk punch on Yusuf Nurkic. And he think ain't nothing gonna happen to him? Come on, man. Like, kudos to the NBA for holding him accountable for his wild actions, but he gotta stop. He's had a long history of assaulting folks on the court during games, like I'm saying, and he got to be punished for it. And to me, if losing millions of dollars isn't enough to make him stop wilding out, I don't know what will, right? Because he's gonna be dock pay, he's gonna be fined and all that, as he should be. But he got to stop. This is just getting ridiculous. We've seen this for years and years. And it keeps continuing. And I think a part of the reason why he keeps doing stuff like this is because he's trying to prove his value to the team. Because what Draymond Green does, his value doesn't show up in the box score the way a Steph Curry's or LeBron James or Giannis Antetokounmpo. His value doesn't show up in the box score. So he's always trying to scratch and claw and be scrappy in order to, I guess, prove his worth. Right? To prove his worth, to prove to his teammates he got their back, and to prove that, hey, what I do is gonna have an effect on our game, on not on the game, but yeah, on the game and on their team winning, right? But then he ends up doing just wild, crazy, out of line stuff. And that's where the line gets gray. You know what I mean? And come on, Draymond, you can't be out here trying to be Debo. You can't do what Debo did to Red on Friday in the game. You can't do that to other players, bro. You're going to get suspended. And Steve Kerr, head coach of the Golden State Warriors, he's partly to blame for this, right? And I know Draymond Green is a grown man. He's responsible for his own actions. But, Steve Kerr has failed to reel him in on this crazy behavior. You got to will that brother in. And Steph, too. Steph, talk to your emotional leader of the team. You be the other leader, the other captain that you are, and tell him, hey, man, come on, bro. We can't. I love you to death. I love what you do for me, and he got their back. And I think that's what it is. As you saw him choking up, who he choked up earlier this year? What's the boy name, man? Rudy Gobert. Choking up Rudy Gobert, goddamn it, like he was a WWE wrestler. You saw he had their back during that time period, and I know they love him for that. But you got to also not allow him to get in his own way. Tell him about himself. And maybe they are, but come on, man. Like, a grown man who can't control his emotions to where he just ain't hitting folks and all that, you ain't no better than a kid at that point. And I got a lot of respect for Draymond because when I saw him at Michigan State, I never thought he would have the career he's had. I never thought he would see multiple $100 million deals. He's right now currently on a 4-year, $100 million deal. Shout out to Rich Paul and Clutch Sports because Rich be getting them boys paid. Get paid, young brother, get paid. You feel me? But anyway, he's made a great career out of it for himself. Been a staple of the Golden State Warriors team. The people in Oakland love him. San Francisco, they all love him over there, and I understand because he is a guy who's willing to scratch and claw and he's not going to allow anybody to mess with them waffle-colored brothers, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. He ain't going to let you get close to them at all, right? But, yeah, man, he got to stop being reckless and just play basketball. And people like Golden State need to cut ties with him. They're not going to cut him. They not. They just paid him $100 million. But the thing is, he can't continue to be the NBA's version of Vontaze Burfict. We can't keep having all these incidents and you keep wilding out, or they're going to have to trade him to send him back home, or close to home, rather, because he's from Saginaw. Send him to the Detroit Pistons. And then you see he'd probably lose his fucking mind over there because they losing so much. He'd be out there ready to choke everybody on the coaching staff, whoop the player's ass, all of that, etc., right? But yeah, man, he got to cut it out because we didn't see him he didn't kick folks in the nuts. He didn't stomp on people's chests. He didn't put people in chokeholds. We didn't see him flail his arms and legs to the point he hitting and slapping folks in the face. We didn't see a 360 tomahawk punch and a slap. And now the NBA is taking a stand and saying, no more, Draymond. You got to cut it out. You got to reel it in, or else your career will be hanging in the balance. And I hope the brother gets it together because, hey, man, I don't want to see none of these brothers lose out on the money, man. They play at a level that, You know, they entertain the public, entertain me for me to even make videos to talk to y'all about on YouTube, right? I've been a basketball fan since I was, 5 years old. Watching Michael Jordan's last year with my father in my grandmother's basement, right? Watching Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, all these different superstars, and then LeBron James, my guy. So I love watching basketball. They entertain us, and hey man, these brothers deserve to get paid because they do something that nobody else in the world can really do at that level. But he got to get it together. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, look, I'm the breadwinner for my family. I got to be able to rein this down, tone this down, in order to make sure that I'm never putting my family in jeopardy of not getting the assets, the resources that they've been getting for a while and that they deserve to get. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think he need no help. People are like, oh, he needs to get some help. He don't need no help, man. He just needs to talk to himself. Have Steve Kerr and Steph can talk to him too, but yeah, rein him in and say, listen, we love you. We need you on this court, but you're not going to be a service to us doing stuff like that. And that'll be it. We'll see how long this suspension is. We shall see. But hopefully the Golden State Warriors can hold it down without him. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.